Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. In this video, we're going to redo this little garden box, tool carrier box, whatever you want to call it. It's it's tiny, it's adorable, it's soft wood. It just needed a little something something. I think I got it in Michael's some time ago, but I could be wrong on that one. But we just add a little some grain stripes and some resin molds and some stamps and a little bit of paint, and this thing is adorable. It's just a little something to add to it. So we're using DIY paint in the color Apothecary. Those are 2 resin molds from the Olive Crest, and I ordered I think it's 5 or 6 different sizes of painter's tape. I believe it's in my Amazon affiliate, just so I can have different sizes of grain stripes. So I have different sizes of tape to get the grain stripe size I want. They're a little confusing, but y'all, the tape is the way to go with the grain stripe. They sell the stencils, but they're hard to use. Look at all that chunky, dried up stuff in there. I still used it. It's a DIY paint. It's a clay-based paint. It's all natural. So even that dried stuff, you could add a little of distilled water in there and break all that chunk down. And it's still good to use. So I love this color. I wasn't really sure I was going with this. I was just playing, and it ended up really coming out really cute. So I'm happy with it. So when you do the grain stripes, as you can see, you have to peel off every other. Not a hard process, but sometimes you got to stop and think about it, like which one do I got to pull and which one is going to be paint, and it takes a minute. So it is a couple pieces of tape, but no big deal. So this is from the Olive Crest. I love this mold. It just reminds me of a vintage label of some sort. We've used it in many different fashions, imprinted numbers in clay and all the things. It's just a very versatile mold, IOD mold. I am an IOD stockist. You can find IOD products along with a bunch of other boutique style craft supplies that you really can't find in your big box stores. My website is scrappysrustics.com. There's our newer IOD Birds and the Bees stamp. You can find my affiliates links as well on my website up in the menu area. So I just wanted a little something just to add to it. So I thought a little bee would be perfect. So there's a couple of bees on this stamp. So I'm just luckily, you know, the stamps are see-through, so you can kind of size it up before pulling them off. And I decided on this little fella here. And normally that's a piece of thin set that I just put that on. Normally I stick my bee to it and use that for stamping. But since this Olive Crest mold is a little bit rounded, I freehanded it, and I'm using black ink by IOD, and making sure I got ink all the way around. But you never want to ink on your surface because you may not get your ink pad exactly flat, so you might end up getting ink on your surface, and then you'd be mad. So I'm just using my fingers with this. It's a little harder because the stamps are acrylic, so you know your fingers kind of drag on it, because when you do stamp, you do need to put a little bit of pressure on every square inch of that stamp, because there's just not enough weight for your stamp to make contact with the surface. So just go slow, and you know, if you shift, you shift. You got to go with it and leave it, because if you try to shift it back, you're going to make more of a mess. But it came out pretty perfect. It's just a little something that I think this little piece is adorable. This could be displayed inside. If you were going to leave it out in the weather, I would definitely seal the entire box. But you could put it on a screen porch. I'm so confident in this decoupage Pentart Ultra Matte. I also sell Pentart, that I am just putting the Pentart on the paint. If you were to do this with any other medium, you would clearly see where you put that medium on. But this stuff is so ultra matte, you'll see when it's dry. You never even think, I mean, sometimes I fool myself and think, geez, did I seal this? And, you know, I'm selling it to someone, and then I go ahead and put another coat on because I can't remember if I sealed it. So it's so ultra matte. So I'm doing that to all the painted parts, just so that way when you clean it up, you know, with damp water or damp rag or whatever, you don't have to worry. Because clay-based paint is water activated, and it could smear on you. So that came out pretty perfect. I wasn't looking for perfect, but it came out pretty perfect. And I just did the handle there. And then I'm going to attach both of these with Pentart Heavy Body Gel. Y'all, this stuff is a workhorse. I have a few videos on all the things that this, actually not even all the things yet, so there's still videos in the work of all the uses for heavy body gel. It's pretty astounding that one product has so many different uses, but it's excellent to use for adhering anything, especially something heavy and or metal. We all know what it's like trying to glue metal to something, especially metal to metal. It just usually doesn't work, but this stuff takes a little longer to set up, but it totally works, and it dries rock hard. So it also can be flexible in a mold, but you can check out the other videos on the heavy body gel because, like I said, it is a workhorse. And again, I'm an IOD stockist, Pentart, all kinds of boutique styles, decoupage paper, all kinds of cool stuff at scrappysrustics.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you. I hope maybe you'll try something like this. I'd love for you to subscribe, follow, share, like, do all the things. Check out my other videos. I have a variety of eclectic style, and thank you so much for watching.